I don't know who it is, but okay, I think that worked. The product of the month has expired after the 15th. So all we have is the 10% discount, which is the body butter, and that's good throughout the entire month. And then, as everyone I think is aware, we're starting BOGOs tomorrow. So that was a nice surprise. There was a lot of talk back and forth on the leadership page if they were going to offer it or if they weren't. And a lot of the high up leaders have teams in other countries. So a lot of leaders found out that they were offering the BOGO in Canada and Europe, but everyone was like frantic about the US. And then it was announced pretty late that they are starting it. So that starts tomorrow, which we all love BOGO. I think this time I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to just do the BOGO on the doTERRA page instead of adding people to the BOGO Bonanza page, just because we have so many other users who will be on, who are already on the BOGO or the doTERRA page. And just for time and ease and to capture more people, I'm going to go ahead and just stick it on the regular doTERRA page, which I haven't done before. So we'll see how that goes. We'll go over to the A to Z. Vendors night, girls night out. Lauren, I think you said you wanted to do that. I have the information packet that I've received from the ladies, so I just need to have that confirmed that you're okay to do that, and if there's anybody who's going to do it with you. Day of the Dance is this coming Saturday at Hotel Albuquerque. Liz and Emily are going to do that. So thank you, girls. Congratulations to Lauren. She has 4 parties scheduled this month, which is awesome. She had a couple over the weekend. She has 3 enrollments so far for the month of February. So congratulations. I'd love to hear your feedback on the call about how you thought the party went and kind of just some of your takeaways to share with the group. And then we'll go over a compensation video. So did everybody get a chance to print your Launch for Elite workbook?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So since we're going to go over a lot tonight, I want to kind of just have you guys review that this week, and we'll take off with that on our next call. I really do want to spend time going over that with you guys and help you guys get started with that. Did anybody get to print the last program that we went over last call and do the names list?
I didn't have a chance to do that, Jenna. This is Liz.
Okay. It's fine. You guys can do it at your pace. It's just something that I want to keep you guys, you know, on track with as far as making that, because I do think it's very helpful. We'll do some of the compensation stuff tonight, and then the social media, I really want to focus on that as a call in itself. So we will go over that as well. Like I said, new year, new you. This is good through the end of the month. So continue to talk about that. Excuse me, continue to share that. It's a fantastic promotion if they enroll with a kit or a $100 order this month, and they do a $100 order in March. Starting April 1st, they'll get $100 worth of free, which is just amazing. Business basics, A to Z. B is for being brave, which I don't know if Emily is on the call. She was brave. She did her first live video tonight on Facebook, so that was awesome. Finding business builders, being business builders, having breakthroughs in your mindset, figuring out your brand, treating doTERRA as your business, and taking breaks when you need it. Does anybody have anything to say about the letter B, or any of these things stand out to you guys? No? Okay. For me, treating doTERRA as a business is really important, obviously. There was a quote by one of the very first enrollments with doTERRA. I believe his name was Justin Harrison. I'm going to find his quote really quick. It just got super, super cold here today. It's supposed to get down to the 40s, which for LA is pretty crazy. And this wind came out of nowhere, and it just has like, I don't know if it's my allergies or what, but it has been a crazy day weather-wise. So he said that it's Justin Harrison, and he said, you can do this part-time, you can do this full-time, but you can't do this sometimes. So you really have to commit to treating doTERRA as your business and figuring out what that looks like. If it's going to be a part-time gig or full-time gig, or if it's not, then that's okay too, but it's very hard to just do it sometimes. So you need to either give it your all or commit to your 5 hours a week or whatever that looks like. Having breakthroughs in your mindset is really important, thinking that, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that, I'm nervous. You have to find what's holding you back. What's holding you back from talking to your neighbor who you know, and you know that the oils can help them. What is it that is in your mindset that's creating that block for you? And most importantly, taking breaks when you need it. And that's what I've really had to learn. Not getting burnt out, but at the same time, not giving up. So finding that balance, which I think is a really good B word for back to the basics as well. So I have a video that I want to share with you guys. And this is actually done by another woman. Sometimes hearing things in a different mindset can kind of help explain things a little bit better too. If it will play. Just thinking.
Welcome to week 3 of Building Foundations. We're just moving right along. I can't believe.
Can you guys all hear that? Yep.
Halfway through the training. And again, this is 6 weeks of Building Foundations training. This is hopefully going to be setting the foundation for you as you get your business growing with doTERRA. So let's get right into our PowerPoint and share a little bit about, we're going to be talking tonight. We are going to be talking about the compensation plan and the ranks with doTERRA. And it is important for you to understand the compensation plan. It's important for you as you're growing your doTERRA business to understand the different ranks in doTERRA, because it will help you as you grow. And I will tell you right here at the beginning that if this is your first exposure to doTERRA's compensation plan and doTERRA's ranks, it will be a lot of information. But don't be overwhelmed, because this information can be watched repeatedly. I know when I started learning about doTERRA's ranks and compensation plan, I probably watched comp plan over and over and over until I finally understood it, until I finally really soaked in what the ranks were and what the compensation plan was. This is intended just to give you a broad understanding of it, so that as you grow, you can continue to learn about this. And it will be important for you to understand how it all kind of works together to grow your business in a very systematic way to help you maximize your income while you're growing and working your business. So there are 6 ways to earn income with doTERRA. They recently added a brand new bonus, which is one reason I'm excited to be making this video, is to share about the new way that you can earn money with doTERRA. Important information though here at the start. In order to earn a paycheck, you must order at least 100 PV on an LRP to get paid. So whether you are a manager or a presidential diamond, which are the different ranks, doTERRA expects that you have at least a 100 PV LRP So this can be your own personal oil use. It can be oils that you're purchasing for other people, but you need to have at least 100-point value LRP each month to get paid. And that LRP cart always needs to be set up. It needs to always be set over 100 in order to get paid. We don't want to see you miss out on any of your compensation as you're growing your doTERRA business. So let's talk about the first way you get paid. It's retail profit, very basic. Someone purchases retail through your My doTERRA site or through you. You get a 25% discount. Retail customers do not. You get the difference. So if they spend $100 in a retail purchase, you get a $25 check. And this is paid on the 15th of the month. You're going to find out most of our compensation plan is going to pay out on the 15th of each month. They do expect it to be in your bank before the 20th, but they give that window of the 15th to the 20th. Sometimes the 15th falls over a holiday weekend, that kind of thing, just so you understand why I say that. But I have had, in my time with doTERRA, probably about less than 10 retail sales. This is not something that I do very often because I think for everyone to be able to purchase wholesale price is amazing that we offer that for everyone. The second way that you can earn money is through Fast Start. This is paid on a weekly basis. You are paid every Wednesday for Fast Start. Fast Start is based on enrollment. So if you enroll somebody with a 100-point order, so they spend and purchase a 100-point order, you are going to personally earn 20% of their enrollment order. The person who enrolled you is going to earn 10%, and the person who enrolled them is going to earn 5%. So let me break this down for you. Let's say that I enroll Kim Larson. Kim spends $100 on her enrollment order. I'm going to be paid $20. Jenna Cross, who enrolled me, is going to be paid $10, and Dana Moore, who enrolled Jenna, is going to be paid $5. So you are paid on 3 levels of referrals for those people who enroll. This is paid out for that new person's first 60 days. So for the first 60 days that someone is enrolled, whatever they purchase in that first 60 days is paid out in Fast Start. This is intended to give you a little bit of income to get your business growing. And it's also intended to pay based on 3 levels of referral so that you're willing to work with and help those that you're enrolling get enrollments and teach them to do the same thing. The next is Power of 3. Power of 3 is based on where you sponsor people. And we are going to talk about this next week. And so don't feel like you need to understand enrollment and sponsorship right now. We will be covering this next week. But this is a way for you to earn up to $1,500 in bonus, depending on how you put your organization together. The first one is a $50 bonus. And that is you and 3 people on your top line doing a $100 LRP with a total team volume of at least 600 in all of your purchases. If you multiply that 3 times on your top line and those 3 people get their $50 bonus, you're going to earn a $250 bonus. If those 9 people all are earning their $50 bonus, you earn a $1,500 bonus. And this is paid out on the 15th of the month anytime that structure is in place. And this is paid out, it can be, it's a nice extra bonus, and we really work with those that we coach to teach how to get that $50 bonus and then teach those 3 people how to get their $50 bonus. This week, one of your homework assignments is actually going to be watching a video that breaks this down into really good detail. So again, I'm not going to spend too much time here because it's part of your homework this week. But the Power of 3 bonus can really be helpful, especially once people get that $250 bonus. Then again, they really start seeing that their oils are starting to get paid for and then extra. The next is our Unilevel bonus. Unilevel is where we see residual income. And what is residual income? Residual income is income that is long-term income. You work for it at the beginning, and it pays you even if you take a vacation. You're still going to make residual income. You don't have to keep working for residual income. Residual income is reason why I love doTERRA. And this organizational unilevel bonus, I should say, is probably the most generous unilevel bonus compensation plan that I have seen with any direct sales company. Basically, you know how with Fast Start you're paid on 3 levels of referrals for those first 60 days? Well, after that new person is done with those first 60 days, they go into the unilevel bonus. So then you start earning unilevel based on all the people in your team, 7 levels of referrals. So you can earn down a full 7 levels of referrals. So that if, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people down are purchasing oils, I am earning income on full 7 levels of referrals. This grows over time. My very first unilevel check was $16. Obviously, it's grown over time as my organization has grown, and it's based on sponsorship. It's not based on who enrolled who. I don't earn money just on people that I've enrolled. I earn money on people who, on my whole team, who have enrolled people. No matter how many levels removed they are from me, up to 7 levels, I'm going to earn income. One of the most beautiful things about our unilevel structure is that on the top line, we earn the smallest percentage. You're going to see there on the left, we earn 2% of those people on our top line. So if I have 3 people on my top line at 2%, we're just going to say that they're doing a $100 order. I'm going to earn $9. Now you're going to notice that it's going to get higher the farther we go down. So that by the time I get to my 7th level, I'm earning 7% on all those levels of referrals. Now, most network marketing companies, it's reversed. On your top, you earn the highest. That would be $31, which sounds really great, right? But look at that 7th level. At 2%, you're only going to earn about $12,000 if it's reversed and you have the same amount of people paying the same amount. So you're going to make about $20,000 more simply based on those percentages being reversed. And doTERRA's compensation plan is very generous. You get paid out a full 7 levels of orders in your organization, and you get paid out on everyone who purchases an order 7 levels deep. And again, this takes time to grow over time, and you can see the difference of how many folks or how many people and what kind of income you can have based on this unilevel. I would say for someone to get to this level where they've got over 2,000 people on their 7th level, probably takes 4 or 5 years of actively building a strong doTERRA business. So again, start small, grows big. What else I love about this is how it encourages us to work with our teams. I am going to earn more money based lower into my organization. So I work deep into my team with people who are wanting to work with me and who don't have maybe another coach or upline to help them grow, because it works, it is a benefit for all of us. Also, I don't need a lot of people on my top line. So let's say me and my mom have a mutual friend. It is beneficial for me to have my mom place that person underneath them versus me putting them on my top line, because that person's going to be deeper in my organization. So doTERRA was brilliant in putting this together because it really does encourage us to work with our teams, grow deep, be willing to mentor and coach deep into our organization to see that unilevel grow strong. And what I have come to understand in my 3+ years with doTERRA is that unilevel is really where that long-term residual income is. It's not always in the bonuses or the fast starts, but it's going to end up being in your unilevel. And what that means is we need to have a culture of education, because we need to know that those people who are joining on our teams are getting the education they need to be empowered, take charge of their health with the oils, because we know we have such a huge retention rate with doTERRA at 65% that we're going to continue to earn income off of folks who become lifelong oilers. So this is where it's at, folks. This is one of my favorite aspects of doTERRA is the unilevel and how doTERRA really does pay us out a full 7 levels of orders all the way down our organization. The new bonus that doTERRA just came out with is called the Empowerment Bonus. And the Empowerment Bonus is set up for premiers and silvers. And in just a little bit, we'll talk about the ranks with doTERRA. If you are a premier or a silver and you enroll someone that month with at least 100 PV enrollment order, you qualify to earn this bonus. And it is 1% of total revenues earned by doTERRA. And it has ranged between about $170 to $210 a month. So you think about that, that's really amazing. And we are just so thankful that doTERRA incorporated this new bonus into their compensation plan, because it really does reward those who are working hard. And a premier has earned that, they've learned the structure of doTERRA, they're working very hard, and now this rewards them. This is the first time we've actually rewarded premiers with part of the leadership bonus pool. So it's very exciting. So they can earn one share of that. And again, in order to qualify, you must enroll someone with 100 PV order that month. So if you want to qualify for it in the month of August, you have to enroll someone in the month of August, and then you have to hit the rank of premier or silver that month in order to earn this extra bonus. And in order to earn any of the extra leadership bonuses, whether it's for silver, gold, or one of the diamond ranks, you have to actually hit that rank the month that you earn the bonus. So I am a blue diamond with doTERRA. The months that I hit blue diamond, I'm paid as a blue diamond. The months that I hit diamond, I'm paid as a diamond. And so we have to hit those numbers every month in order to receive the bonuses paid out for the ranks, the leadership ranks. So just so that you understand that just because you hit a rank once, maybe you hit premier once, you have to keep hitting that rank and enrolling someone with 100 PV order in order to qualify to get this extra bonus. Then we have leadership pools. Leadership pools is where doTERRA takes 6% of all their income and they divide it between silvers, golds, and platinums. They divide 2%. Then they divide 1% between diamonds, blues, and presidentials. And then they take an additional 1% for each diamond, additional 1% for blue diamonds, and additional 1% for presidential diamonds. This is long-term income. This is, again, income based on the rank that you're hitting that month. And this is where people see their income starting to increase because now they're earning extra shares of income. What I like about this is that it encourages those of us who are leaders in doTERRA to work with everyone. I love sharing my ideas and my trainings with anyone who's in doTERRA because as doTERRA grows, my leadership bonus pool also grows. Because when other people are successful in doTERRA, doTERRA rewards all of us, which is really kind of a nice thing to do. So let's talk about the ranks with doTERRA. And this is kind of important. Again, it's going to take you some time to learn the ranks.
So I'll pause it right there because I just really want to focus on the compensation for tonight and we can do the ranks another time. Does that, I know it's still a lot of information, but I thought hearing somebody else describe it, especially somebody who's so high up with doTERRA, it might start to click in a little bit of a different way. What are the areas about the compensation plan that still feel rocky or questionable or just where you need more help with? Because obviously this is a business, so while we're here to help people, I mean, you have to understand where you're getting paid out from because as you can see, the money's very, very lucrative. So I want to make sure that you guys feel comfortable with the compensation plan.
Jenna, if you don't mind me asking, how much do you get in retail profit? I mean, from the website.
So like she said at the beginning of the call, she's a blue diamond, and I think she said she's done retail maybe 5 times. I don't remember the last time I did a retail sale. You'll get 25% off of whatever anybody buys, but that's where you're continuing to haul buckets. You're going to make the most income by enrolling people and getting them on your team and having them order, if not monthly, several times a year. That's where that residual income comes. Because the problem with retail order is, one, it's not a commitment. You're doing a lot of work and you're not really getting anything from it. But 2, they're not your team member. They could buy from you. They could buy from your sister. They could buy from somebody else in Santa Fe. They could buy from their next door neighbor. They're buying retail from 5 or 6 different people. but somebody out there is going to capture them and enroll them, and you have lost that customer. Where you're going to really retain the customer and that loyalty and that retention is by enrolling them and continuing to educate them and support them.
Okay.
But for you, it's a little different than having like a retail store. You know what I mean? Like as a massage therapist, that's something a little bit different. That's where you're going to capture those one or two people who are still kind of on the fence. And that's something that I still encourage. You know, you would maybe want to, and again, maybe you and I need to just do a Zoom call by ourselves.
Okay.
Because, you know, the El Dorado signed up as like an entity. So they got a bigger discount because they're not earning income, but you could sign a business up under you as a business. Entity. So then you're making whatever you're making off of enrollments, but then you're making money off of your retail sales too. That volume is contributing to your volume. Like the El Dorado orders $500 worth of volume every month. So that contributes to my overall volume every month.
Okay.
So it's a little different, that retail versus like what this woman's talking about. Her name's Heather. Just about doing retail sales to your website, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, it does. If you think of a video that might help to help me gain more clarity on that, is signing my business up as an entity, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Thank you, Jenna.
Of course. Tracy, were you going to ask a question?
Well, it kind of leads into placement in the back office to make the most out of the compensation. Like Fast Start paid on 3 levels in the first 60 days. So that would be great if I was still enrolling people a lot, that would add up and I'd get paid on Wednesdays. But the power of 3 perhaps is where I wanted to ask about placement.
Okay. Well, I wanted to log into the office to kind of show you guys. So obviously enrollments, you know, weekly are very good. I mean, especially for you to continue to grow your business. For me, I look forward to that paycheck every month. Oh, this new system is just so annoying sometimes. You know, I look forward to that every month personally. But it's like what Heather said, it's not where my money is. You know, your money is the residual income. So placing people is extremely important. And it's still, I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and it's still like a gamble, and it's still something that I struggle with. And then I get frustrated. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to move you here because I have 1 day left to move you. You know, it's like, it does become very, it's basically like gambling, honestly. So Tracy, you are right here.
Okay.
So you definitely want to get your cart to 100 just because of the commission report. So definitely you want to fix that. So you have a pretty good front line here. And some of these people I've placed, some of them you've placed. Some of them, if there's people that you know, you may want to reach out to them and see if they would be willing to upgrade their account, because then you can move them again.
But I think I need 3 on the top line to have 100, and I don't know that I always have that. So
right, but sometimes, like we said on the last call, building for rank is going to be more beneficial than your power of 3 bonus.
Okay.
And I know that's hard to understand, and doTERRA really tries to contradict that, but doTERRA is not the one who's out there doing all this work that some of these Blue Diamond leaders are doing.
So how do I build for rank?
By building depth.
Down.
So right now you have Jolene and Carol Horn. They both have a $100 order. So really you need only one more person to do a $100 order, and then you would get your $50 bonus.
Okay.
So a couple of these people, so like David Montoya, doesn't say what he placed as his order. His next order is 64, so his might have been around 50. Linnea.
Well, she's been the blue tansy woman, but she's not set up on LRP. Well, she is, but I set it up for her. So.
But this was her enrollment month, right?
No, the month before.
Oh, okay. So,
I think it was this. I don't remember. When did I sign her up? I don't know.
It'll tell us.
I think it was February.
So if you click on wholesale customer information, it'll tell you her enrollment date. So her enrollment date was January 16th. So this is her second month. So you actually, if you click on you right here,
mm-hmm. Oh, you know why it says 15 right now? It's because I just went ahead and ordered the body butter through LRP.
Yeah, so you've actually already gotten your $50 bonus because she did a $100 order this month already.
Okay.
So you've earned your $50 bonus already for this month of February. So you'll get your $50 bonus, plus you're going to get the unilevel commission on all these people that are under you.
Okay.
But some of these other people, you know, it's something, again, this is your business. You have to decide what is going to be more important to you. Is that $50 more important to you, or building ranked where you get paid deeper and you can grow your business faster based on rank? You're going to end up making more residual income, like Heather said. So what I try and do is look through, because obviously, you know, I get paid out on all these people who are on my team. So I am constantly going through and revisiting some of these people to see who I can move, because it makes a big difference on the depth and volume. Like, for example, over here, this leg is preventing me from silver right now. The volume's there as an overall volume because I need $2,000 from this leg to hit silver. But this girl right here, she only has 920, and this girl right here only has 759. I need them to be at 2,000 each.
Oh.
So if I could upgrade some of these people, so this girl right here, she has $13 worth of volume, and every penny counts. I have asked her and asked her and asked her to upgrade her account. She keeps saying she'll do it. I finally have given up because obviously she doesn't want to do it. I even offered to reward her and give her an incentive, because if I could get her to upgrade, I could move her under Andrea. So then that would boost Andrea's leg by another $13 to help me get closer to that 2,000. So I look for some of these people. So like, here's this one lady, Lisa Pence, but I am now trying to get to my $1,500 bonus because I've mastered my rank of silver. Now I want that $1,500 bonus because that will be a serious game changer.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to structure people a little bit differently. So like, you know, I could have put Lisa further down here, but I really want to get that $1,500 bonus. So I need to work on my next 3 levels here to get 3 people on LRP with $100. But I'm always looking for people to move. These 2 girls up here, I forgot to freaking move them.
Yeah.
So now they're stuck on my front line, which is very, very irritating, because I don't need that volume on my front line. So now I've lost out on $125 worth of volume that I could have used on one of these 2 legs.
But couldn't you ask them to be a wholesale advocate or whatever we're called, wellness advocate?
If I've missed the 14-day period, you have to wait 90 days.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you miss that 14-day period, you have to wait a 90-day grace period, and then you can go in and ask them to upgrade. So in 3 months, I can move her.
I see. Okay.
And Edie's on the call, and that happened with Edie. I forgot to move Edie when she first enrolled, and so here's Edie's team, and she's doing a good job building people down. But now Edie's going to be okay because she's going to be my 4th leg, which is my diamond leg. So Edie's going to be my rock star diamond leg. But, you know, I made that mistake with Edie too. And so I haven't made that mistake in a very long time, but with moving and here, there, and everywhere, it was hard for me to keep track of everybody, and I lost those 2 people on my front line. So the placements is very important, but this is what your team starts to look like as you're continuing to place. So here's Lauren right here. So she has a nice little team going under her. And just so you guys all understand, the green people are just wholesale customers. That's just anybody who wants to enroll for the discount. Mm-hmm. If they're purple, that means they're wellness advocates. That means you can start to stack people under them. So what that means is that they have to give you your social security number. Mm-hmm. A lot of people at a party that you don't know are hesitant to do that. So I've encouraged Lauren to ask some of her friends and family who have hosted parties for her to ask them to give the social security number, because then she can start to build deep. So she can place people under people. So the green people can always go back and be upgraded 90 days after enrollment, and then you can move them again.
Okay. Jenna, I just did that. I just moved Laurie yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Off my front line over under, like, Katie was under her, my party from yesterday. So that's
okay, I see. Awesome.
And so I built my party under her from yesterday. And then I did just the leg over at the very bottom, my bottom purple. Today, I just offered her 20 PV of whatever she wanted, just as a gift. I would get her whatever she wants, up to 20 PV to upgrade her account today, because I have another party that I want to build under her for next week. So people are open to it.
Awesome. That's great, Lauren.
Sometimes I don't know if I should move under, someone says they want to build, but they don't really do it. And I don't know how does doTERRA skip levels? Like if somebody's not ordering very much, like Jolie,
That's a great question. It's I think it's called dynamic compression. So here's you. This is your first line. So everybody gets paid on the first line, your second line, and your third line. Well, since these 2 people here, Shayna and Amanda, since they don't have 100 PV, it skips them. So it goes 1, and then 2 is Leslie. So Leslie's getting paid out on your second level, and then Nancy's getting paid out on your third level.
Oh, okay. So would I want to put someone, if I move someone, I would put them under this Nancy?
Yeah.
Like going deeper? Okay. And then some of these people I need to get their social number so I can build under them.
Exactly. So, and this is the other thing is, a lot of you guys, like Christina, for example, you're over here. I have put all of these people under you, with the exception of the couple people that have come from your party. So you have a lot of people under you. Some of them are ordering, and you probably don't know a lot of them. But in your back office, you have their contact information. That's part of being a sponsor. At any given time, you could reach out to them, Christina, and say, hey, Martha, I'm a friend of Jenna's. We're both doing doTERRA. I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know I'm here if you need any questions, or if you have any thoughts, or if you need help with anything. You could reach out, and maybe that person, for whatever reason, didn't respond to me, but all of a sudden you came into her life at the right time, and Martha may say, oh my gosh, thank you for reaching out to me. It's been so long. Actually, I need to do another order. Can you help me? And you may spark that interest in her to get her going again. So just because you don't know the people under you, you still have all of their contact information. And I would reach out to them and introduce yourself as their sponsor and say, I'm doing the business with Jenna. I'm helping her, or I'm here to help you, or however you want to phrase it. You may be told to fuck off. You may be told, I'm no longer interested in the oils. They may just absolutely ignore you, which happens to me all the time. But I don't think it hurts to feel people out.
Okay, thanks, Jenna.
Hey, you're just trying to make a connection, and maybe they want to order.
it's the right place at the right time. There's a woman somewhere over here, I don't know where she is, that my upline, Maureen, put under me, and Maureen never talked to her again. And she was, I'd have to find where she is because it's been so long. She was in a pretty decent spot on my team, and she was she had a couple under her. Where did she go? I had seen that she was trying to enroll people, but she would enroll them and then they would never do an order. I wish I could find her. So she had like 3 people under her, but they never bought anything. It was like, I don't know if she was trying to do them as a retail order, but she enrolled them on accident. So I reached out to her and said, hey, my name's Jenna. I'm doing the business. I'm good friends with Maureen. I just wanted to see if I can help you. She ignored me for the first 3 times. She finally responded and said, I'm in real estate and I'm really busy. I don't have time for doTERRA. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know I'm here to help you. A few months went by. I reached out to her again because I think she's enrolled somebody else. But again, no order. They didn't buy anything. And she said, I'm moving to Europe. I'm done with doTERRA. And I was like, okay. But I kept trying, because clearly to me on my end, it looked like she needed help. So, she didn't know who I was, but so I would definitely encourage some of these people. And Christina, maybe Monica is somebody that you could reach out to and ask her to upgrade her account and put her under one of these purple people here. You could even put her right here under Allison or under Maria.
Okay.
But I think it's good to kind of maybe just introduce yourself to some people and, see if you can maybe make a connection. But again, it's one of those things where your business is going to keep growing if you keep sharing and enrolling people. Yeah. Even if you do one person a month, and then teach that one person to enroll one person a month. Then it becomes kind of this chain reaction.
They all seem to want to start off as just trying the oils first,
Yeah, absolutely. Most people do. And that's where it becomes really hard with placements. Where do you place people? Because, your place down here, Tracy, I don't really know how you got here. I guess maybe because Elizabeth enrolled you.
I enrolled myself. That's what's so weird. Betsy sent me trial stuff, and then I enrolled myself for Christmas. I didn't have
probably through her website though, maybe.
Yeah, I called her up. I said, "What is your number?"
Yeah. So ideally, I would love to have you where Elizabeth is.
Me too.
And maybe that's something that we talk to Elizabeth about. That's what I did with Emily and Lindsay, because Lindsay used to be where Emily was, but Lindsay wasn't doing anything. She was just simply a placeholder. She kept ordering every month, and that was it. And that's the same thing with Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Elizabeth has no interest whatsoever in the business, and she's reaping all this benefit. She's elite. That's what we're going to do with that program, Launch to Elite. She's elite because of all these people that have been placed under her. I would much rather see you be rewarded in that role, because then you're going to keep growing. Elite, and then you're premier, and then you're silver.
Yeah, I need my car payment paid for.
Yeah. Well, let's sidebar on that. Let's talk about that.
Okay. She's a good friend of mine, so I got to be careful, but okay. That's
I don't think there would be any issue in it, and I would be happy to reach out to her like I did with Lindsay and just say, I love that you love the oils. Thank you so much for your loyalty. However, I wanted to have a conversation with you. Tracy, she's a good friend of yours. She's actively doing the business, and I would love to reward her with this spot. Would you be willing to switch spots with her? You'll still have a little bit of income coming in, and this way it will allow Tracy to continue to take off and grow her business but be rewarded for all of her efforts. That's basically what I said to Lindsay, and Lindsay was 100% okay with it.
Okay, good. And Betsy might be fading out of doTERRA. I don't know. She's in Rifle, Colorado. There was some other company. We'll see. I don't know. She's in transition, but that would be great. I would love that.
I mean, she does like a $200 order every single month. I would be very sad if she phased out of doTERRA, but
I know.
She doesn't do anything with it other than use and love the oils. So
yeah, she said she shares, but I don't know if she really does.
She may, so that may be why her order is so high every month. She may collect orders for everybody, which is a share, but she's losing out on all those benefits. Imagine if she was enrolling all those people she's sharing with. My God, she would be Premier Silver.
Right. Well, I'm open to it. Thanks. I did talk to two ladies today at work. I have to be careful at work, but she asked me what I was wearing, and I was like, oh, do you know what chakras are? I have every oil on, so I'm not really sure what you're smelling. So smell my neck. Does this whisper? Is that it? So I just need to
shared
follow
at work all the time. I was constantly sharing. I mean, this girl that's under Christina Allison, she was my boss's client, and he was out of town, and I had to meet with her the day her group arrived, and same thing. She's like, what are you wearing? And I was like, oh, essential oils. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah.
She lives in Chicago, and she bought a kit, and she sent me an email a couple weeks ago, and she's now interested in the business. It's been 2 years. So you never know when people will come around and have some interest with the business.
Yeah, that would be nice. Hey, do you recommend that we sign everybody up as wholesale customers and then move them later, or just?
A lot of people do that. They sign them up as wholesale customers, but then in that 14-day period, they do their membership overview, so they have a better understanding of where those people are at, and then they make the move, and then you can always move them 90 days later. I think if they hit Premier within 30 days, you can move them 30 days. Does anybody else have any questions? Does everybody feel comfortable with the back office? Is the back office something that maybe we should do a topic on one week and walk through all the different areas?
I'd like it.
I'd like that, Jenna.
Okay.
Now I'm beginning to understand how I've affected you, so I apologize for delaying my interest for 2 years.
Oh, girl, it's all good. It's all about timing, you know?
I thank you for the education for sure.
I mean, the education is very, very important. Your success is in the follow-up. You guys, I can't say that enough. Your success is in the follow-up. It is so important to continue to educate, and that's why I asked for your support on the Facebook page. Some of these people have no clue who I am. They're your people. It is so important to support them and educate them and, invite them to do this call or, ask them to host whatever you need to do to support them, even if you just touch in with them once a month or once a quarter, Lauren has a girl in her team who loves the oils, but her husband was very sick and in the hospital and never really did another order. And she kept saying, yeah, I'm going to do an order. I'm going to do an order. And she never did. And she was in a place, I think, on Lauren's front line and could really get Lauren to a $50 bonus. And so I suggested to Lauren, instead of asking her again, like, did you do your order or can I help you or whatever conversation came up, I said, just send her a gift. Send her some roller balls, send her a spray bottle, send her a tear sheet, send her some recipes, send her something in the mail. Who doesn't love to get in the mail? Get a gift in the mail. You get home from a long day of work, you check the mail and you're like, oh my God, I got a gift from Lauren. What is it? I'm so excited. I'm like, that is such a nice touch that goes a long way, that someone will remember and that may spark her interest. Oh my gosh, I got these really cool roller balls. Now I'm going to log in because I need some oils to put in there. You know what I mean? It's about thinking out of the box and just being genuine and thoughtful and supportive and helpful to everybody you come in contact with.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the BOGOs really quick, and then I want Lauren to take over and share some of her thoughts and feedback about the parties. But the BOGO start tomorrow. I'm not going to do the BOGO Bonanza page. I'm just going to add, all the information to the Facebook page. Tomorrow's my first day of work and taking Parker to school. So I feel a little overwhelmed with jump starting the BOGOs tomorrow. I'm like, why couldn't they have started today? But the office was closed for the holiday. This is a really good time to reach out to people who have been on the fence, who have ordered once or twice, and then you never heard from them again. This is a great time to place orders on other people's accounts to help you rank advance and get that $50 bonus. So Tracy, for you, you're already at the $50 bonus. Never mind, I forgot we figured that out. So let's see, Christina, you have 625. But the team volume. So let's see. Did you do a big order this month, Christina?
Yeah, like my usual. Yeah, that's about right.
So why isn't that at 600 then? Oh, because that's your whole volume. My bad. So your frontline volume is at 411. So you're about $200 away from your $600 mark to get your $50 bonus. So for BOGOs, for you, for example, and this is where BOGOs really come into play to help people rank advance. doTERRA's, as I've become a higher up leader with doTERRA, it is amazing how strategic they are to help us succeed and win and be successful. Everything is in favor for the leaders. So for you, Christina, if you have people who want to place an order for BOGO, let me know. Don't place them on your account. What you would do is you would ask Monica to log into her account and you would place an order under Monica's account, because Monica has not done an order this month yet.
Right.
Why does it say, did she just set up her LRP for next month? It says her next LRP order is 774. So I would place an order under here. And then we could place another order under Allison, who is one of my girls. She's the girl in Chicago, because she's already done a $66 order. So she only needs, I'm bad at math. I need a calculator for everything. 66.50. She only needs 33.50. So we could place an order under her. And then Maria has already done a $50 order also. So you could place a $50 order under her. And then we would pick another person. And if you could get $300 worth of BOGOs this week, which is very doable, you could place them under all these people to give you extra volume, and then you would get your $50 bonus.
Okay.
So
how do you place it under them if they're not a wellness advocate, if they're green?
So what I do is I call them or I text them and I say, hey, Monica, it's Jenna. How are you? I was wondering if I could log into your account and place an order under you, and I will enter my credit card information. It will come shipped to me, and guess what? You get to reap the benefits of all the loyalty rewards points. So you actually log into their account as if it was them, and you place their order there.
And they have to be on the phone with you, right? Because I did that with my friend, and they wanted to make sure it was really her, and yet she had to give me the text code.
So
have you had that?
That is for the loyalty rewards, and that's only for a brand new order. So that's their first login after they've enrolled.
Okay.
Monica's been with doTERRA for a few months, so you wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't get anybody involved. You would text Monica and say, what's your user number and what's your password? You would log into her instead of your own account. You would create a new loyalty rewards order, and you would place the order under Monica's account. And then at the end of the BOGO week, I log back into Monica's account and I cancel that LRP order so she doesn't get that order processed again next month. But that has increased her volume to where she gets the LRP points and it boosts your volume, and it's going to get Christina her $50 bonus.
Cool.
Does that make sense, you guys?
Yes.
Did I explain that okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
So BOGO is a great time to use this to your advantage. So Lauren, same thing with you. Your mom did a $13 order this month. If you have BOGOs, log into your mom's account and do the BOGOs under her. And same thing with Tina. Tina's already done a $73 order. So you only need another, what, $20, $30? That will help you get to your $50 bonus. So don't always do BOGOs if you're collecting orders under your own personal account. Make the use of it, make the best of it, and be useful by placing it somewhere else on your team to increase your volume and try and help you rank advance or get that bonus that you're looking for.
Awesome.
So if you guys have BOGOs this week, text me if you need to and say, hey, where should I post this? Where should I order this?
Yeah.
Let's look at your volume and see where you guys need it the most. Excuse me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. Edie, are you still with us?
Can you hear me?
Hi, Edie. Just making sure you're still here. You're
Yes.
so quiet tonight. Same thing for you, Edie. You know, let's get some of this volume down here for you.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn the floor over to Lauren. Do you want to share about your experience with the parties and maybe who held parties for you? Maybe talk about how you asked people to host the parties for you, who they are. Just any takeaways and nuggets. I just kind of want to hear your thoughts and your experience.
Sure. So I had two parties, one Saturday, one Sunday, and my Saturday party was a lady that I met at a women's or girls' night out at St. Clair Winery, who was very interested in learning more about the oils and knew nothing, and she is very big on researching. She had multiple conversations with Jenna prior to enrolling, and then a couple months later, like after she did her research and everything, decided she wanted to enroll. So she enrolled in December, and so she wanted to host a party or class. So we did that on Saturday, and so then my Sunday party was a friend that I have here. And then my next two for the month are friends in Texas. So I'll be traveling there for those. So these are my first parties to do by myself. Jenna's always been at my parties because I lucked out with Diamond Club being in the mix there. So yes, my Saturday party, Emily went with me, but I did lead the party. And then yesterday I was all on my own. So it was a good experience, and I think they went well. So a couple things I learned, I wrote them down earlier today. At my Saturday party, it was nice to have them back to back because I could compare, like, what did I not do Saturday that I want to make sure I do Sunday? But what I realized I didn't do great on Saturday was really like why doTERRA over other oils. And it was amazing how, because at my Saturday party, I did we talked about it, but then there were some other people that did use oils, not doTERRA. And I think I quite really honed in on that fact. Like, why should they choose doTERRA over their Sprouts oils or whatever? I mentioned it, but I didn't focus on it. So then at my Sunday party, there were two girls that said oh, we have oils. We use, we diffuse them. They're from Sprouts. So I really honed in on that, and they both bought because they understood what they were using versus what doTERRA's quality is. So that was very helpful. And one thing I did do, Jen, and I haven't even told you or shared it with you yet, but it was a last minute thing. I created a hostess program. And so like if at their party they have 110 to 249 PV, they get this, and then it kind of just goes down all the way up. I mean, as far as it'll go. But it was my hostess yesterday was very excited about it.
Okay. So what, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so like at 110 to 249, it was an on-guard sanitizing mist that the hostess got. And then at like 250 to I think 499, it was the sanitizing mist plus I got to pick one. And so at the bottom, I'd have to pull it up to get them all, but they could choose a bottle of Wild Orange, a bottle of Balance, any of the On Guard products or most of the On Guard products. I tried to range them under $20 or 20 PV for me. A couple of the Breathe products, some of the emotional oils. And so they could pick. And so any from like 500 to like 749, they could pick 2 items. So it just kind of got better and they got to choose more of what they wanted to try. And my goal with that was to try to get them to test items that, you know, like the usables, like the On Guard products, the toothpaste, the Breathe Vapor Stick, like that kind of stuff that they would want to set up in their LRP later, that they wouldn't necessarily try right off the bat. Because that my party yesterday was a brand new, like she bought her kit yesterday. She didn't even have a kit before. So it wasn't something like she would buy right off the bat. So anyway, I can share it with you, Jenna, if you would like to.
Yeah, maybe you can post it on the One Drop page. That would be awesome. I would love to see that because I tend to say anybody who hosts a party gets a gift, and it screwed me sometimes because I'll go to a party and nobody freaking buys a single thing, but here I've guaranteed the host like a diffuser or something, and I'm like, shit, well now I'm out $50 out of my own pocket, you know, because nobody bought a single thing.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do something like that where it's like a sliding scale where I've seen people do it too based on the number of people you get to come. Like if you have 5 people, you get this. If you get 10 people, you get this, because obviously the more people there, the more likely you're going to get people to enroll. But I feel very confident with my enrollment, so I haven't wanted to do it that way, but I like the PV idea.
Mm-hmm.
What about the where you have that piece of paper and you have everybody put their contact information on it, and then they put it in a bowl and you draw for a prize, anyone that's there, whether it's Wild Orange or something, and that way you have their information and you can follow up with them later?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great thing too. Yeah,
that is a good idea.
Because that's happened too. You have a party and 5 or 6 people come and you got 2 enrollments, but what about those other 4 people? You don't know who they are. You don't have their information. And sometimes the host is like, yeah, I'll get it to you. And they don't, or actually they kind of are private. They don't want me to, you know, so that's a great idea too, Tracy.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Like a sign-in sheet. And for Diamond Club, I was supposed to do that because I have to list everybody who was at the Diamond Club events. But I just made like my own personal list. I didn't actually get everybody's information, but I love that. I love both of those.
I don't remember if it was through Edge or wherever, but you can just make them yourself with name, number, email.
Yeah, for sure. Just a little sign-in sheet. Yep. That's like what I do for the vendor events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, follow up later with the leads. Jenna, what's going on with LRP when you can't put some products in there? You know, like if you just wanted to buy a diffuser for $70, you can't because it's not an LRP product?
Yeah, so there's some things you have to be able to, you have to have something in there that you can earn or cash in points for. So it has to be like a chapstick or a hand sanitizer or the Citrus Bliss lotion.
Okay. I just thought it was weird. It just wouldn't work. So I said, are you okay if I just put in a lip balm? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, thanks. So I couldn't make it work without it.
But that's a great thing. The lip balms are bomb. They're so good. And it's something that people really love. Those are great hostess gifts too.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Lauren. I'm really excited for you that you have all these parties booked this month. That's so awesome. And I just think it's great. I'm excited to see how your month unfolds and what rank you get to and your placement strategy. And it's so exciting.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that anybody has questions on or thoughts? I think we covered everything. Yep.
No, it's really helpful. It kind of gets you inspired to go follow up. It got me, excited to go follow up with these people.
Definitely.
Yeah. This is really helpful, Jenna. Thank you. And yeah, let's move Betsy out, move me in.
Yeah, I made a note. I will ask my account manager about that because, with any placement strategy beyond just your enrollments, a lot of them have to kind of climb this rank, and you have to have 7 signatures and it has to be approved. You have to submit it to the exception committee with doTERRA. But I will definitely ask my account manager about that. I'm all about rewarding people who are doing the work, and Betsy's not. I mean, she's very, very loyal and she's a great customer, but that's all she is. And that's somebody that I want deeper in my level anyways, And
she wouldn't lose out by doing that, right?
Say that again.
She wouldn't lose out by being moved.
It doesn't change it. She would lose out on making some commission, but I don't know what her commission checks are. They may be $50. They could be $200. I honestly have no idea. And that's something that maybe my account manager would tell me. It's something that maybe I would have to ask Betsy. She could say no, and that's okay, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Well, just start your new job and your son in school, and we'll get to it later. Really, balance out your life.
I know. Well, once I am more balanced, I want to do some sort of incentive for you guys. I'm still trying to work it out in my head, but I want to do an incentive for who enrolls the most people over a period of time. I just heard from one leader, she needed one more silver, I think, to hit diamond, which is a big deal to go diamond, and there's one person stopping you from that. So she said, if you hit diamond by this date, you will get an all-expense trip. Or if you hit silver by this date, you'll get an all-expense trip paid to New York.
Wow.
And she did it. So now this girl's taking her to New York. And, I don't know if I can afford that quite yet, but I want to have some friendly competition because I think doing these calls is going to be good to educate all of you. I think you guys will feed off of each other. I don't want to be the only one talking on here. I'm trying to figure out a way to get you guys to pick a topic and run with it for part of the call. And I'm still trying to run that through my head. If you guys have ideas, I'm totally open to it. I mean, this is our team, and that's what makes a good leader is I'm not a perfect skill set in all of these categories, and we all need to be involved because, Lauren has a great idea about the hostess incentive gift. That's something that we can all take away from this. So a good leader and a good team is when you all collaborate together. So I keep thinking of maybe, Tracy and Lauren, you two have the biggest teams. You two have enrolled the most people. So I keep thinking about you two and asking you two to pick a part of the compensation plan that you will learn and master, and you guys teach us about that part, because maybe, again, you explain it better versus me explaining it, or people just get sick of me talking. I don't know. I want to have more engagement, and, this is about a group effort, and I think it's good to kind of tie people in and, if there's topics you guys want to talk about, let's talk about them. I'm recording these, so I hope that people who aren't on the call have the option to go back and listen to this and can still learn and be a part of the team, because I know everybody has obligations and can't be on the call all the time. But you know, like I said, these calls are important to me. It's a lot of my time, and I want to keep them going. And those of you who continue to do the business and enroll, I want to give you more attention to and do a one-on-one to make sure that your needs are being targeted, because you're all going to grow at different levels, you know? So
maybe in the future, I just thought of this is helping us, I can't talk right now, I'm so tired, do like Zoom long distance for people in other states or whatever. That would be helpful to me.
And Zoom is, I think, $12 or $13 a month.
14. Yeah.
How much is it? 14?
Yeah.
Is that with the doTERRA discount?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know we got a discount.
Yeah, if you have your own Zoom account, let them know you're with doTERRA and they discount it. But that might be it. It might be $12. I don't know. But
Nice.
I'm happy to let you guys use my Zoom login. I mean, until you're making money, I don't want you spending money that you don't need to be spending. I'd rather you invest in other ways in your business. So, you know, I'm happy to let you guys use my Zoom account, but that's a good topic. The Zoom long distance are great. I did a party with Edie when she was in Georgia for her family. I've done a party for a girl in Wisconsin over Zoom, and it's great. I send everybody what they need in the mail, and so that's a good topic.
Thanks.
I'll put that down. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Sorry I was a little late tonight. I know it's late your guys' time, so we'll go ahead and end the call, and I look forward to a good BOGO week. See where your volume is tonight or tomorrow morning and track it. See how many BOGOs you get. And can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
I just got a thing saying your connection's unstable. See how much volume you can create over this week of BOGOs. You know, now's a great time to post on your Facebook page. You know, text your neighbors, your friends, your family, whoever's been on the fence. Let them know and take the orders for them. Give them your discount. Place them where you need the volume to help you get your bonuses.
Awesome.
All right. Good night, ladies.
Night. Thank you.
Lauren, are you going to stay on for a second?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thanks,
Thank you,
ladies.
good night.
I miss
Have
you
a good
all.
day at work tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.